much for inviting me. I'm always thrilled to tell people about New Jersey's County Vocational Technical School District system. So with that, I am going to start sharing my screen so I can go through some slides. Let's see, share and play from start. Oh, why didn't that work? I'm sorry, it worked just a minute ago. There we go. All right, can you see that?
Yes.
Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
whenever I hit play slideshow, it everything else disappears. So I'm just going to go through it the old-fashioned way. And these slides, there's a lot of text on them. I wanted to make something that I could send with you to take back to share. So I put all of the information on the slides, so we don't have to go through all of it, but I wanted to have something that you could take with you to learn more about it. All right, so I'm going to get started. At a glance, so we serve 35,000 high school students throughout the state. There are more than 60 schools in 21 counties, offering over 500 career programs. We have some great success. We have higher graduation rates. We have industry certifications that students can earn. And I know a lot of people always ask, do any of the students go on to college? So we have about 70% of graduates that attend a 2 to 4 year college. So about county vocational schools are each located in a county vocational school district. So every county has their own school district. They have their own Board of Education, and they are funded by a combination of sources. County funding, so they don't get like a local school district who receives funding from taxpayers. They receive county and state aid, and they also, some of them charge tuition from local school districts who send their kids to the county vocational school district to defray some of that cost. Every student in the state of New Jersey has a right to apply to their county vocational school district in their county of residence. So there is no charge to parents or guardians. So why enroll in a county?
I'll jump in. I do believe there's one person who's participating who does need translation. So I'm just gonna quickly summarize. Para cualquiera que necesita la traducción, la señora Burke nos ha informado que en cada condado hay escuelas técnicas. Para registrarse en esas escuelas no se necesita ser elegible, solamente se tiene que registrar como en cualquier otro distrito. También nos informó que hay varias escuelas en cada condado y en esas escuelas se pueden obtener certificaciones para industrias diferentes. También nos informó que un 70% de los estudiantes que se registran en estas escuelas técnicas también siguen a atender a una universidad de 2 o 4 años.
Okay. If we're translating for every slide, it's going to take a little while longer, so I'm going to run through them a little faster. So why enroll in a county vocational school district? County vocational schools are very unique. They allow students to pursue their career interests throughout high school. So they are prepared for college and careers, and they've already progressed in their career throughout high school. So they have a jump start on their career pathway. They get real world experience. So they go out to work sites. Some of the schools have like a hair salon on campus or auto body shop, and all the students are able to go out and see businesses in action. And they also develop a lot of the workplace readiness skills, like teamwork, problem solving, creative thinking, because they're done in a lot of the teaching is hands-on group participation projects, project-based.
But we can't hear you, Jackie.
Oh, I stopped talking. I was waiting for the translation.
No,
Yes,
the
I was
other
muted.
Jackie.
I do apologize for that.
Oh.
So what I just shared, lo que acabo de compartir es que las escuelas técnicas preparan los estudiantes para comenzar su carrera o para registrar en una universidad de 2 o 4 años. Las escuelas técnicas son a los intereses de los estudiantes y por ese entonces los estudiantes ya tienen experiencias para comenzar a trabajar inmediatamente, ya sea por certificaciones que tengan o para obtener los créditos para lograr la universidad.
Right. So the curriculum, because of the unique nature of the career program teaching, students spend part of their day pursuing their career programs. So it's in chunks of time. And the rest of the day, they take the typical academic courses required for high school graduation.
Y el currículo aquí que los estudiantes tienen en las escuelas técnicas son alineadas a los estándares de Nueva Jersey, pero están dados en una forma un poquito diferente de las escuelas tradicionales, principalmente porque los estudiantes toman su tiempo para aprender la vocación o la carrera técnica que están explorando. Entonces, esas clases son dadas en tiempos más agregadas y el resto del tiempo tienen para aprender ya sea la matemática o la literatura o la ciencia.
Okay, so there are many career programs. This is not limited to a select few career programs in the school districts. Up here, I have the top 10 career programs. I won't go through them all, but to just give an example, they're diverse as health sciences, culinary, engineering, business and finance, performing arts, and we're also adding new programs all the time to match economic need. For example, many schools have launched advanced manufacturing, global logistics, and cybersecurity programs in the past few years.
Y aquí tienen una lista de los programas en Nueva Jersey, los 10 programas más frecuentemente dados en las escuelas de New Jersey, en las escuelas técnicas. De nuevo, estos son programas que los niños pueden entrar, son programas que pueden, ¿cómo se dice? En adición de sus estudios, ya sea de nuevo de la ciencia, de la matemática o ya sea. Eso es simplemente para que los estudiantes tengan un interés en una de esas vocaciones y puedan lograr ya sea una certificación en la industria o seguir sus estudios en la universidad.
So after high school, there are a lot of questions about what happens to children that attend vocational school districts after high school. So right here, you can see that almost 70% go on to some either 2 or 4 year college, and many have already earned college credit. 6% pursue secondary training, including apprenticeships in technical institutes and other non-apprenticeship training into their career pathway. And 17% go directly into the workforce with a huge advantage. They already have connection to employers and industry standard training. So they have no trouble getting a job. And some of the other, for example, are joining the military.
Aquí simplemente la señorita Burke nos enseña ¿Qué pasa con los estudiantes después de terminar sus estudios en las escuelas técnicas? Por ejemplo, casi el 70% de estos estudiantes siguen sus estudios en una universidad, ya sea de 2 o 4 años. El 6% de los estudiantes siguen sus estudios entrenando o logran una certificación, y aproximadamente unos 20% ya entran a trabajar en su área de interés.
Okay. So one of the really exciting things about vocational school district is that they all offer the opportunity for dual credit programs. Every county vocational school district has a partnership with their county college, and they work together often to arrange around student schedules, and are often close by so the kids can easily get to the county colleges. And some schools are actually located on a college campus. They have started a program in a satellite school on campus of a college. So students are able to take classes at the college on the same campus. And other schools offer senior year programs where a student's entire senior year is on a college campus. So they receive a lot of their career and technical education also at the college, or they have teachers from their school district that come to the college. And so when they're on that college, they have their own guidance counselor. So it's still supported by the school district, but it's a very exciting opportunity for the students. And we have a number of students that actually graduate with their associate's degree before they graduate from high school. There are also 4-year partnerships and even some out-of-state institutions. A lot of culinary schools offer credit, some aeronautics. So this is very unique for county vocational schools and something that's really been beneficial for students.
Uno de los gran beneficios de estos programas es que los estudiantes pueden obtener créditos, ya sea en la escuela técnica y también en la universidad. Así que ya cuando terminan sus estudios en las escuelas técnicas, muchos de los estudiantes ya tienen créditos, ya sea para entrar a la universidad o ya se gradúan con su associate's degree. Ya no sé, no me recuerdo cómo pronunciar esa palabra en español, pero con su associate's degree. Entonces, muchos de esas escuelas en los condados son socios o tienen una afiliación a una escuela de 2 o 4 años, y es muy fácil para los estudiantes ya ingresar a las universidades.
Because of the nature of career programs, employers play an integral role with the schools in helping in many ways. So for example, they work with the schools to make sure that the training, the equipment, everything is up to industry standards. The employers often have the students in their work-based setting, so they will bring the students into their work to get kids trained exactly how it would be when they start working. Even if they're going to college first, they can still see how the career will look when they come back from college. Every career program has an advisory board, and that advisory board includes employees and experts in the field. So those experts will tell the schools what their program should look like. They talk about the curriculum, so they develop the curriculum. They even design the spaces as they're being built. Morris County just had a biotech firm come in and build their new program from scratch. So like I said, this is integral to the schools. We have over 3,600 active employer partnerships, and it's growing every day. This is something that vocational school districts put a lot of effort into cultivating.
Una de las cosas, de nuevo, uno de los beneficios es que esas escuelas técnicas ya tienen relaciones con empleados, así que los estudiantes pueden tener la oportunidad de tener la experiencia de saber cómo es este trabajo en la realidad. Así pueden los estudiantes también preguntarse si me gusta, no me gusta, debo cambiar, me quedo en esta carrera. Pero lo importante es que los empleados proveen a los estudiantes aprendizaje, también alineado con los estándares de los estudios de Nueva Jersey. Y también dan oportunidades para que los estudiantes conozcan a personas que ya están en estas carreras y pueden hacerle preguntas. Hay más de 3,600 empleados que son parte de esta consorcia. Entonces, un logro que los estudiantes puedan de nuevo hablar con estos empleados para determinar si en sí esta carrera es para ellos, y si en sí es, entonces ya tienen una conexión con los empleados.
So every county has a different system. They vary in size. So for example, some counties have one building and all their programs are in that building. For example, Passaic County Vocational School District has actually the largest high school in New Jersey. And they offer all their programs on one campus, and they pull from all over the county, and the kids are bused into their school. Other districts have multiple campuses laid out around the county. For example, some districts have 12 or 13 different locations. And there are different locations opening frequently now because they're partnering with their local high school or the college campus to offer programs on at those locations. So then you're expanding the number of locations in the county. And the career programs vary by district. A lot of them offer the same programs, but there are some that are offered in one district that is not offered in another. So to learn more about your district and what is offered, you can go to our website, careertechnj.org, and it's listed up there, and I can leave you with that as well. And it will lead you to, every district has its own webpage that has information about that district and a link to get to the website for that district. Jackie, I don't think they can hear you.
Thank you. La estructura de los programas varía por condado, entonces les sugiero que para más información visite la página del web sitio www.careertechnj.org. Se lo voy a poner en el chat también. Y cuando visite esa página tendrá más información sobre los diferentes programas por condado y por distrito.
Expansion. So demand for county vocational school seats far exceeds capacity. So we have statewide average about 2.5 students apply for every seat that's available. One great thing that happened is that in 2018, there was a bond passed that included $275 million to expand county vocational technical school districts. So this funding has allowed some districts to build entire new buildings to serve more students. Some districts are expanding and renovating to increase their space. So this has been a great project because it's going to allow us to serve hundreds more students. And our districts are also partnering more with county college and local districts to expand programs on their space to be able to offer to more students as well.
So, la demanda para esos programas excede la capacidad que hay actualmente. En el 2018 hubo una un acto que incluyó dinero para expansión. Entonces, los distritos están afiliándose con los colegios del condado para ver cómo servir más estudiantes.
So student access is a big issue for our schools. They sometimes have trouble with students being able to access. State law in New Jersey ensures that every student in the state can apply to attend their county vocational and technical school district. And even sometimes if their county doesn't offer a career program, they can apply to a neighboring county that does offer that program. So their local district is responsible for any tuition that the county vocational school may charge, and they must cover the cost of transportation. So they're required to provide a bus from your area to the county vocational school district. So there is no cost to a family to attend one of these public high schools.
El acceso para estudiantes a veces es un poquito problemático aquí en Nueva Jersey por diferentes razones, pero en el estado de New Jersey es importante que ustedes sepan que hay una ley que cubre que estos estudiantes tengan ese acceso. Los distritos locales son responsables para el costo de los estudiantes para atender a esas escuelas técnicas, incluso cubre el costo de transportación. Entonces, si un estudiante está interesado en un programa que no es ofrecido en su distrito o en su condado, aún puede aplicar para lograr entrada en el programa en otro distrito o otro condado. Y el distrito local tiene que pagar por el costo de las clases y la transportación.
So how to apply? Every school district has their own admission standards and processes. Some requirements even differ by career program. There might be different entrance requirements for a program in biotechnology versus a program in culinary. So sometimes they have admissions procedures by program as well as by district. And every district has a different standard for admissions. Applications for full-time programs are due in the fall of 8th grade. So that's something to really keep in mind for 8th graders, that if they want to pursue this education, they need to start early. Students who apply to a half-day shared time program for 11th and 12th grade can apply during sophomore or junior year. So that would be an example of a different model where students spend half the day at their home district and then half the day at the vocational and technical school districts. So some of the typical requirements may include an interview, teacher recommendations, previous grades, and or an admissions test. So some of the districts do have a test as well. Every school district has its admission policy listed on its website. So to learn more about which admissions policy your county has, you go straight to their website and they all have it posted.
¿Cómo aplicar para esos programas? Los requisitos son diferentes por programa y por distrito. Entonces, para estudiantes que están interesados en tiempo completo para estas escuelas técnicas, las aplicaciones se vencen en el otoño del 8º grado. Para estudiantes que están interesados en tiempo medio para estas escuelas técnicas, entonces pueden aplicar en su grado 11 o 12. Los requisitos a veces incluye una entrevista o recomendaciones de sus maestras. Los distritos tienen que poner cuáles son los requisitos para entrar en sus programas en su web sitio del distrito del condado.
So recruitment, This is very important to vocational school districts. They try to get the word out to as many students as they can. Local school districts are required to let vocational school districts in to the middle schools to give information to middle school students about the schools, about the opportunities, and about their option to apply and attend free of charge. Some middle school districts are more welcoming to these, to the vocational schools coming in. Others try to throw up a lot of obstacles, such as putting a vocational school district's table at the back of the cafeteria during lunchtime, or having their presentation after school. This is tricky for schools. They're always looking for other ways to do outreach. They do have open houses to bring students and parents in. They often attend community events, meetings, go to churches, any other venue they can find to get the information out and directly connect with students and parents. State regulations, like I said, require local districts to allow the vocational school districts to come in and talk to students. But like I said, this has been a struggle.
Reclutar estudiantes es muy importante. Usualmente presentaciones son hechas en las escuelas intermedias. Algunas escuelas son más receptivas a las presentaciones de las escuelas técnicas, y otras escuelas a veces presentan obstáculos. Entonces, como mencionó anteriormente, que hay reglas estatales que requieren que los distritos locales permitan que estas escuelas vengan a platicar con los estudiantes y darles las opciones de atender estas escuelas técnicas. Pero aún hay obstáculos si siempre se buscan otras maneras para presentar esta información. Por ejemplo, dando la información en un centro comunitario o en una iglesia o de otra manera.
So community outreach is very important as well, because school districts want to get the word out to all populations. And so going out into communities for students that are less represented in county vocational schools is really important. They go out, like I was saying, to events that are for certain low represented groups. We'll go to parades, community events, any place that is having a public gathering that they can get in touch with. They put targeted social media posts to reach certain demographics. These local school districts are required to provide the address of all middle school children in the state. So they send mailers out to the students in the county. They have open houses to welcome people into their school. Word of mouth, this is a way a lot of students hear about it, is from other kids that have already gone to the vocational school district. But districts struggle to get a representative pool of applicants. One of their main priorities is reflecting the county demographics, and they really want underrepresented groups, students, programs to be on their campus, but it is definitely a struggle.
El alcance a la comunidad sigue siendo un poco problemático, simplemente por las razones que mencioné anteriormente. Entonces, para alcanzar la comunidad, a veces los representantes de las escuelas técnicas van a diferentes eventos que están teniendo la comunidad, o entran a las redes sociales, o también por la ley, estas escuelas tienen acceso a las direcciones de cada estudiante que está en el 8º grado, entonces a veces le mandan información por el correo. Pero más importante, la información se da, así como digo yo, el bochinche del bueno, dando la información tras las personas en la comunidad. Entonces, aún hay mucha dificultad en tener representación en esas escuelas técnicas, simplemente por los obstáculos que a veces se presentan en las escuelas.
Many of our schools also offer adult programs for different careers. They are usually short programs between 6 to 24 months. Adults can learn new skills, complete apprenticeship instruction, and some of them attend classes so that they can pass industry certification and licensing exams. And the top programs for adults are nursing, construction, cosmetology, and auto.
También estas escuelas ofrecen programas para estudiantes que ya son adultos, y hay varios programas que se ofrecen, enfermería, mecánica y otros programas así.
So I'd like to, this is my information. I'd love to answer any questions and also hear if you have any suggestions of other ways our schools can get into the community to share the word about our schools and the opportunities they offer. So if you have anything you can add, I would love to hear from you.
Si tienen algunas preguntas, las pueden dar en voz alta o en el chat, y también se piden algunas sugerencias para amplificar el alcance a la comunidad.
So does anyone have any questions or comments they would like to make? Nope. All right, I guess that's it. I hope you learned more about county vocational school districts, and I hope that you are able to talk to others in your community and encourage them to apply. I will send out the slideshow so that you can disseminate any of the information that you would like to. Like I said, I included a lot of information on each slide so that you could take it with you and bring it to others as well.
Thank you so much, Jackie. This was a wonderful presentation, and I know as a former ESL teacher that the students that I had that went to our county VOTEC were very happy being there, and they were very successful when they graduated from those VOTECs. So again, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And anytime you want to reach out, I'm here, and please feel free.
Jackie, before you go off, I was scrolling through the chat. There is one question from Allison and Joe. Is this instead of their current high school, or in addition, are these classes at their current school? If maybe you can share a bit more about that.
Sure, absolutely. So the 4-year programs are at the vocational school district. So you will have no attendance at your local district. You will just go and spend your entire day at the vocational school district. So you will receive all of the academic courses, geometry, US history, English 10 at the vocational school district. So you don't go, you can still go back. And this is also an important point. You can go back to your local district for sports and extracurricular activities. You can go to prom, you can do any of those at your sending districts. A lot of the vocational school districts also have all of those activities. They have sports teams, they have their own prom. They also offer those, but you do have the option to return to your sending local district for those activities as well. The 11th and 12th grade programs are different. So if you're going just for the 2-year program, you receive your academic classes at your local high school, and then you will be transported to your vocational school district for a block of classes that would be your elective, that will be your career and technical education program. So there is a distinction between those two. Most of our programs are 4-year, so they spend their entire day on the campus.
So, la información que se dio fue para los estudiantes que entran a estos programas para tiempo completo en terminando su 8º grado. Entonces, sus créditos académicos son cumplidos en las escuelas técnicas. Es parte de sus estudios escolar. Es como si estuviera en una escuela tradicional. Incluso esos estudiantes tienen muchas de las actividades y los extracurriculars, actividades que tienen en su, tuvieran en su escuela tradicional. Pero, por ejemplo, si esos estudiantes quieren participar en ya sea un deporte o otra actividad que su distrito local tenga, también pueden participar en esos. Para los estudiantes que estén participando en el programa de 2 años, ya sea que van a esas escuelas técnicas en grado 11 o 12, entonces esos estudiantes completan sus créditos académicos en su escuela local, entonces pasan mediodía en las escuelas técnicas aprendiendo su vocación.
And I would like to actually add one more thing. I wasn't seeing the chat earlier. For guidance counselors, I think this is one of the best ways to share this information, and I should have included it. We are always trying to engage more guidance counselors to learn about this, because a lot of them don't, and unfortunately, they're not able to share this information with their students. So we have often tried, for example, in Ocean County, our vocational school district hired a bus and took all of the guidance counselors around to their different schools and had their culinary students prepare lunch to really give them an idea of what it looked like. And so please, any of you that know your guidance counselor, share this information. It would be your middle school guidance counselors and your high school counselors, because that is definitely one of the ways that we are trying to get the word out. But, you know, guidance counselors are busy, so they don't always get the information.
Señor Espinosa, quisiera hacer una pregunta.
All right. If seeing no other questions, Kathy.
Thank you again, Jackie. And thank you, Jackie Leone, for doing the translation for us. I really appreciate that. Actually, Nancy Reyes, who's on right now, is doing our next presentation, and she is actually affiliated with the state guidance counselor group or school counselor group. So I will get her your contact information.
That would be fantastic. I would love to connect with you, Nancy, and talk about other ways we can partner with guidance counselors.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I guess Kathleen will share that information and we can then contact each other.
I'll put my...
I could actually share my email right now in the chat. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that would be perfect. And any of the parents, I did put the raffle document in there. So if you'd like to fill it out with your name and email, then I'll do the raffle during the next presentation and announce it at our closing session. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. I hope you learned something.
I think everybody learned something. So
great. Thanks so much for having me, Kathy. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Enjoy the